Take your time. Take your time and slow down. This is something I know I'm struggling with. I don't know if you are, but I know I am. Backstory, I was in college athletics all my life, running track sprints. I am accustomed to getting places, doing things as fast as possible. Boom, 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 bang, 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 bang. Just fast, just quick, fast. I am now in a new season to where that is not going to work. All it's going to do is hurt me in the long run and destroy or hinder me from getting to where God wants me to get to and to be who God wants me to be. That mindset, that rush is not going to benefit me at all. And I'm learning that and trying to understand that and trying to comprehend how to even do that. And in that, it's a lot of patience I'm learning. This message is about patience, but different on how just being patient, but really taking your time, slowing down your walk in life. A story that sticks out to me of why this is so huge and life-changing is the Lazarus story. Lazarus is dead. Martha and Mary calling Jesus, come save him, he's dead. And this man is taking his time to get there. I mean taking his time. If I would have heard one of my family members was dead, I am running. I'm running over there. I'm what's happening? What's going on? I'm running. I'm taking off. I'm running. I'm using that track speed. I'm going. Jesus, he didn't do that. He walked. He took his time. And I bet he took his sweet time to get there. And thinking about that, it's like, well, everyone else, and literally everybody else would just run. Would run to get there as fast as possible. But Jesus, who is different, who is God in flesh, he took his time. Why would he take his time? Why? And it made me think of that. And it made me also think of understanding it like this. Jesus, who has all power, he is God. He can do all things. And the world and what we think does not operate on the same timing as he does. So on our timing, we're thinking the faster we get there, the faster or the more power we can have, the more control we can have, the more change we can make, the more our life will be better. Our idea is how quick we can get there, how quick we can become this, how quick we can become that. While God is on a completely different playing field. His is slower you get there, the more time you take to grow yourself, to mature yourself, to learn, to understand, to articulate who you are and what is it that you want and desire, the stronger and more powerful you'll be, because you're not just focusing on that, but you're focusing on every single detail around you that helps whatever you're seeking for, whatever you want, be small than what you can even imagine. Because when you really focus on those things and take your time and notice all these details around you that help benefit you and grow you and mature you and lead you to a higher calling and purpose, the thing you're heading towards is really not that important. And then when you do get there, you're going to be so grounded that you're going to be able to say, Lazarus, get up. And he's going to wake up. And that's the idea where it comes up. Slow down, take your time. It's so huge to understand, and it's still hard to comprehend how when you slow it down and take your time, the better your life will be. Because I know for myself, when I rush, trying to get things, trying to get places, trying to do things and become something, I feel the worst. Because then I start seeing other people who are already there, and then I start comparing myself. Or I look at myself and be like, I'm not doing enough. Why am I not there yet? Am I like slacking? Am I being lazy? Why hasn't it happened yet? And now I'm stressed, I'm depressed, and I am just in straight self-doubt and fear that this is not even for me anymore. None of that helps. All that does is hurt your progression and hurt who you are. And hurt what God is trying to do through you. That's all that does. But every time I take my time, breathe and slow down, and really look at the tiny details around me, I realize that thing, yeah, it's important to me, but these details are way more important. So when I get there, I'm going to be able to steward it correctly. I'm going to be able to walk more like myself in a grounded foundation on God, in God, to where if I lose what I've been asking for, whatever, I'm still me. God is still my source, no matter if I have it or don't. And I think that's the biggest thing. We rush for things, we chase things that when we get it, we think it defines us. We think it makes us better, it makes us who we are. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. Honestly, it can take more than give, to be honest, depending on what it is. Or honestly, in everything. In everything we chase, it does not help us be a better us. We can think it does and think it gives us benefit, it gives us wholeness, but it doesn't. Because the moment we lose it, we lose ourselves. And that's where the problem lies. When we're chasing things that we shouldn't be chasing, we really should be walking into it. When we chase it, we're just destroying it, because the moment we have it, the quicker it comes, the quicker it goes. And that's a message I always heard and will stick with and then trying to learn from. The quicker it comes, the quicker it goes. You don't want that. You don't want to chase something your whole life, and then once you get it, it just runs away from you. And now you're like, I just wasted a big amount of my life chasing something that didn't even want me. That doesn't even really love me. That really just is a thing that I thought I needed to make myself whole, to make myself better, to make myself more me, but I was here the whole time. And if I would just walk in my calling and purpose and just took my time, see the things around me, and just allow God step by step to guide me where He wanted me to be, I would be in a position to where no matter if I have that or don't, I am fine, I am set, I am secure. That does not define me as me. I'm learning that. And I keep getting these messages or really guidance of like slowing my pace. Because now the season I'm in, I am called to walk, to see it as a marathon. Heard it multiple times now. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I don't know how to run marathons, but I'm trying. But that same idea is what brings me to that story of Jesus taking his time to see Lazarus. Take your time. Just take your time. If Christ was literally sleeping in the storm while everyone else was freaking out, he was sleeping, resting. Got up, said, peace, be still. Really got up and said, be still. Storm stopped. Got to Lazarus, says, rise up. He rose. But he took his time. He wasn't worried about the storm. He wasn't panicking. He was so calm and just being him. Because he knows his source, he knows his strength, and he knows who he is. As long as you know that, these things that we're chasing have no power and can come whenever it's in God's will to come. But if we just be still, walk in our calling, walk, and be able to understand the things that are really important, then when we do get to our destination, we're going to be so much better for it. So I encourage people, if you're in a season of where God is trying to slow you down and trying to just allow you to take step by step because you're in such a fast-paced environment or fast-paced mindset, Try to take your time and slow down and focus on daily tasks. Daily tasks. Not the next day or the next day, just what is sufficient for the day. That's it, just focus on that. And when you take care of that, then tomorrow will take care of itself. And the next day will take care of itself. But take your time, breathe, walk it out. Walk with God. Don't run and leave Him. Walk with God. Sometimes we're running for something where God is walking, and we run away from what God is trying to do with us. Change that mindset, change that thinking, and walk with Him. Now I know when I'm running and God is walking, because I'm somewhere I don't know what to do, and I literally have to run back to God, and He's like, I've been here walking. I'm walking with you. You're just running. You're leaving me, and I'm right here. I'm trying to walk with you, but you're trying to go out which way. That's why you're confused. That's why you're lost. That's why you're doing all these things you shouldn't be doing. You're overwhelmed. When you walk with me, I'll show you the way. Simple. I'll show you the way. Just gotta walk with me. So I encourage everybody, walk with God. Walk with God. I promise you, it'll change your life.